Welcome to MCSC TV. Now guys, we've just finished playing Southampton at home where we've just lost 2-0. Now guys, let's just say this. How can we go from beating Spurs away to losing against Southampton at home? I just don't get it. It just feels like one step forwards, two steps back. It's all very well with beating Tottenham away. Great, that's marvellous, 3 points there. But we should be getting 3 points at home against Southampton, you know? Now, it's no disrespect to Southampton. Southampton are a very good side and they showed that today. However, we should be getting 3 points against teams like that, you know? We can't be losing 3 points in games like this. It's just not on. Especially at home as well. We're doing so bad at home. It's our home ground. It's our home support. That should be a positive. And actually, we're playing up better away from home than we are at home this season. So yeah, like it's Boxing Day. Boxing Day's ruined now, isn't it? Chelsea have lost. It's just awful. I'm gobsmacked. And you know something? It's going to be typical. We'll then go and beat Arsenal on Sunday away. You watch. It's just typical. I just don't get it at all. We weren't up for it today whatsoever. We had quite a sloppy attitude, in my opinion. We just weren't up for it. And is it the Boxing Day effect, you know? Like, the players have had a day off yesterday, obviously Christmas Day. Is it the Boxing Day effect? The players didn't seem up for it, and it is Boxing Day, so does that have an effect? Quite possibly. But we can't be losing in games like this. And as I said, we were just really sloppy today. We just weren't up for it whatsoever. Completely different team out against Tottenham the other day. It was just completely different Chelsea, and that's what happens, isn't it? Like, everyone gets really excited and everyone gets really built up for these big games, and the players get really prepared and really motivated for it, and then it comes to a game like Southampton when realistically we should be winning it, and we don't. Like, if you told me, if you'd said, right, okay, which is going to be the hardest game, Tottenham or Southampton, you just said Tottenham. We just struggled in that game more, and actually it's the other way around. We struggled today more, and the formation wasn't quite right, in my opinion. I don't know if we got the starting 11 quite right either. I was really shocked that Mason Mount didn't start, in all honesty, and yeah, and I don't think Hudson-Odoi had a great performance today either, which I do hate to say because he was great for us last season. Yeah. So let's go through what happened. So, first half, Emerson and Azpilicueta were quite good in the first half. Their link-up play was quite nice, and they were getting into some good spaces, making some good runs. But then 31 minutes in, Southampton scored. And I can't take it away from them. It was a very good goal. And there was not really any way Kepa could stop that from going in. But it shouldn't have got to that point, you know. Yeah, it was just very sloppy from us, that goal. We could have done more to stop that player from scoring, in my opinion. But Kepa himself couldn't have done anything more. And the goal was good on the player that scored up for Southampton. And as I said, I'm not taking anything away from Southampton. They deserved the win today. We just weren't up for it at all today. And then Willian corner. Azpilicueta got a good touch on it. It was the best chance of the first half, 38 minutes in my opinion. Then half time we were 1-0 down. So when you get like to that position in the game, you know there's a chance that you can turn it around in the second half. However, we just didn't do that. But when we were 1-0 down at half time, I usually have hope going into the second half. I think, yeah, we might be able to turn this around. There's another 45 minutes left in the game. However, I didn't have that faith or belief today when it was half time, because I thought there's going to have to be a lot that changes in half time for us to come out and win in the second half, because our first half performance just wasn't very good at all, and I just knew that we'd have to do a lot to get the win in the second half. So Mason Mount made an impact in the second half, and as I said, I was shocked that he didn't start today. He made quite a good impact. Redmond nearly scored 64 minutes in for Southampton, and it was absolutely terrible from us then. I was surprised he didn't score. I was so shocked. It was dreadful from us. Our players, I don't know what they were doing. They weren't tracking back enough. They just let the play go right through them. It was just dreadful defending. It was just really bad from all players all round, letting that nearly go in. It was just really sloppy from us. Can't let a player get that far up the pitch. No one was even looking like they were wanting to stop him either. It was all down to Kepa saving. Now, in all honesty, we were close to losing about 3-0 today rather than 2-0. Southampton could have scored more goals. And then 73 minutes in, Redmond did score. So 64 minutes in, he nearly scored, but in 73 minutes he wasn't backing down. He then went and got the goal for them, and they won it 2-0. So really, really, really disappointed. I'm actually so fuming about this, guys, because it just annoys me so much because we win against Tottenham, then lose against Southampton. I just can't get my head around that. And we were buzzing about Tottenham, because we thought we've got the 3 points. We're really building up points now. We're getting them in the big important games, but we just can't seem to do it in games like this. You know, this was out of the 2 fixtures. You'd say that this is easier than Tottenham, but we can't even win it. I'm just absolutely gobsmacked. And as I said, no disrespect to Southampton at all. If any Southampton fans are watching this, I don't want you to think I'm being disrespectful, because I'm not. But as you can imagine, we're a top 4 club and we should be winning games like this. Yeah, Southampton's always tough, whether that's home or away, but we should be getting 3 points or at least a draw, and we didn't even manage that. We didn't even score 1 goal today. We conceded 2 goals. That is absolutely dreadful. So yes, we move on, I guess, but we've obviously got Arsenal coming up. We've got Brighton on New Year's Day. We've got Nottingham Forest and Burnley. So we've got a really, really tough game against Arsenal coming up at the weekend. I don't even really want to talk about it too much because that is very scary. We've obviously beat Tottenham. Can we beat Arsenal as well? But as I said, it will be typical. We'll go and beat Arsenal, but then we lose against Southampton. It's just so annoying. I think I actually need to calm down. I've never actually got this worked up about a Chelsea game before this season as much as now. Like, usually I stay quite calm, but I'm actually really frustrated today, and I think it's just after that Tottenham game. I just can't get over it. But yeah, we move on. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know down below all your match thoughts. Where do you think it went wrong today? I just feel like we weren't up for it today whatsoever. The players just couldn't be bothered, in my opinion. And there's some really bad performances amongst the squad today. I'm gobsmacked. But yeah, bring on Arsenal at the weekend, and fingers crossed we can actually get the job done there and get 3 points. But I'm just feeling really sad. Like, look at the state of me today. It's just not good all round, is it? But yeah, nevertheless, up the shelves. Thanks.